Hey there, Grippy Old Fart here. I'm doing an unexplained construction video on the, I'm going to try to say this correctly, Gommateshwara Statue. It's Gommateshwara. 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 But it's one word. Statue. This is in India. There's a statue in India made from white granite. It's called the Bahubali statue. It is the largest standing ancient statue in the world. It is as large as any of the destroyed statues in Egypt, except that it is still standing. This is a remarkable feat. Before I get into this, though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Friends can still disagree. And check me out over on Rumble for my political commentary and weekly current events. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page over on Amazon.com. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there, including the ones pictured here. This is the first 3 of a 4-book series to Drifters. It is a fantasy western. It's a shoot 'em up fist fighting western, but it's got time travel, alternate dimensions, magic, monsters, vampires, mummies. Just everything except for aliens and spaceships is thrown in there. It's even got a global conspiracy. And Drifters is the first book that actually got published, so my writing style has progressed since then. But the first one is Drifters, the second one is Drifters Chaotic West, the third one is Drifters 3 Sands of Blood, and there's a fourth one called Drifters 4 Dynasty of the Heretic. If you enjoy the quirky weird, my author page is just like made to order for you, so go check out my stuff. Maybe you'll find something you like. Alright, I'm going to say Bahubali because that's the one I can pronounce. The statue, known as both the Gommateshwara statue and the Bahubali statue, is carved from a single block of white granite. It's not like they carved it in pieces and built it there. It's one big piece. It sits in the Hassan district of Karnataka, India, and Shravanbelagola. I'm murdering these names and I apologize. Shravanbelagola. It is at Shravanbelagola. It's a temple on top of a mountain. It is dedicated to the Jain figure Bahubali and symbolizes the precepts of peace, nonviolence, sacrifice of worldly affairs, and simple living. Bahubali is a figure in Jain lore believed to have attained enlightenment by standing perfectly still for an entire year. The statue is 57 feet tall and weighs 1,000 tons. There are 2 options for the statue's creation. The first was that there is a freestanding white granite stone on top of this 600-foot tall hill, and the stonecutter simply carved the statue in place, and then somebody built the temple around it. And that's, to me, that's the most logical, the most logical theory about the creation of this statue. Because the second one is kind of weird. The statue was carved elsewhere and then moved to the top of the hill where the temple was built around it. Now, people have moved all kinds of things, okay? And certainly the Indian people were as capable of moving as large items like this as anybody else. The problem is it weighs 1,000 tons, okay? That's a lot. That's almost as much as the stones in Baalbek, Lebanon. And you got to see this statue. It's perfect. I mean, there's no flaws. It is perfect. If they moved it might get dinged or scratched or whatever, but this thing is perfect. It is absolutely perfect. There are issues with either of the options. The first one assumes there was a suitable hunk of white granite on location, which is unlikely because the stone all around the area is very, very different. It's all granite, but it's a different color. This would be the only piece of white granite there, and it would be perfect. The second option means that the people carved it and then somehow moved it up to the top of this 600-foot hill without damaging it in any way. And as I said, it weighs 1,000 tons. Modern cranes and hydraulics would have a hell of a time moving that without damaging it. I mean, a hell of a time. The other thing about this statue, again, it is perfect. There are no chisel marks, no imperfections, no breaks at all. It is perfectly symmetrical. The ears are identical. The eyes are identical. The pectoral muscles are identical and proportionate. The hands and fingers are all identical to their corresponding counterparts. The fingernails are all perfect. Even the hair is perfect. Whoever carved this statue was, by any measurable metric, perfect. They were masters. It had to have been, I hate to say it had to have been one person, but you can't get that many people without making some mistakes. This thing is perfect. I do not see how any modern stone carver with modern power tools could create this level of perfection. The ears are 5.5 feet long and are absolutely perfect. The lips are perfect. The level of precision, in my mind, is impossible, even with today's technology. I used to work in a machine shop. Okay? We had flaws in there, too. And that's with computerized CNC machines on small items. This thing was hand-carved with chisels, and it's perfect. They're saying it was completed in 981 AD, but that's going off of the inscriptions carved into the base of the statue. Those inscriptions are very, very crude. It's almost like someone carved their name into it like graffiti long after it was created. Because you got this statue that is absolutely perfect. And then the bottom inscriptions, I don't know, you could have done it with I don't know. You couldn't have done those with a power tool. It had to been done with a chisel, but my point is they're very crude in comparison. But again, who knows? Ancient peoples had a habit of carving their names into existing structures to kind of take credit for it. They did that all over the world. Cambodia is rife with such activities. In Egypt, somebody would carve something or create some wonderful, I don't know, a temple, a pyramid, whatever. And then the later dynasties would come along and alter it. It's all over the world they do this. So, again, I'm thinking whoever carved this thing was a master craftsman, but then somebody came along and said, "Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna stick my name on it." That kind of thing. Like, again, almost like graffiti. It's crazy. If anybody else has any more information, maybe I got something wrong, stick that in the comments. I'm sure we'd all love to read it, but you got to see this statue. I wish I had a picture of it. I put it up for you. It's gorgeous. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all.